Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a real-life princess? To grow up surrounded by unimaginable wealth, luxury, and centuries of royal tradition? Princess Charlotte of Cambridge is living that fantasy as the daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton and the great-granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II. Charlotte's life is one of true extravagance from the moment she arrived into the world. Let's take an inside look into the fascinating and lavish trillionaire life of the young Princess Charlotte. Early life and family. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born on May 2, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London. From her very first moments, it was clear this new royal baby would be treated like a precious gemstone. The announcement of her birth was a global media event, with press and adoring fans gathered for a glimpse of the future princess. Charlotte's names pay tribute to her royal lineage: Charlotte for her grandfather Prince Charles, Elizabeth honoring her great-grandmother the Queen, and Diana remembering her late grandmother Princess Diana. Her christening at St. Mary Magdalene Church was an extraordinary event steeped in tradition, down to using holy waters from the River Jordan for her baptism. Charlotte was born into the House of Windsor, an extremely wealthy family that has ruled over the British monarchy for over a century. Their affluence extends far beyond currency. The royal family owns a stunning portfolio of palaces, castles, and country estates across the United Kingdom and beyond. From her earliest years, Charlotte has called places like Kensington Palace and Emerald home. These historic noble residences boast acres of lush gardens, ornate architecture, priceless artwork, and regal decor. To Charlotte, these were simply her family's houses to grow up in, though they are breathtaking architectural masterpieces to the rest of the world. The royal jewels and art. Among Charlotte's mind-boggling inheritance are the British crown jewels, a collection so extravagant and historically priceless that it is kept heavily guarded and only worn by monarchs on very special state occasions. This includes gems like the imperial state crown encrusted with 2,868 diamonds, as well as scepters and orbs crafted from solid gold and valuable stones. These jewels are more than just lavish accessories. They are symbolic of the royal family's power, lineage, and right to rule stretching back over 1,000 years of history. One can only imagine how it must feel for a young girl like Charlotte to know such treasures will belong to her family for generations to come. In addition to the magnificent jewels, the royal family's private art collection is truly one of the most impressive in existence. Housed across their many palaces and estates are masterpieces collected over centuries by monarchs before them. From marble sculptures to exquisite medieval tapestries to paintings by Renaissance masters like Rembrandt and Michelangelo, Charlotte is raised surrounded by some of the most esteemed and precious artworks ever created on Earth. While most children's art appreciation comes from museums or books, for Charlotte these cultural treasures make up the very hallways and galleries of her family's homes. Even her bedroom walls could conceivably display fragile works of art worth tens of millions. Charitable duties. Despite being part of one of the wealthiest and most powerful families in history, Charlotte is raised with the core values of humility and charitable service instilled in her from birth. As a modern royal, an important part of her role will be acts of philanthropy, patronage, and public aid both at home in Britain and during overseas royal tours. From a very young age, Charlotte has already accompanied her parents on hospital visits and charity events aimed at causes like children's health, mental wellness, and environmental conservation. Photos show her delightedly interacting with other kids, planting gardens, and experiencing firsthand how her position enables her to lift those in need through good works and advocacy. As Charlotte blossoms into a poised young woman, she will not only inherit a lavish fortune and royal platform, but the tremendous social responsibility of directing her efforts towards charitable missions that better the world around her. The causes she chooses to support, the public events she attends, and the virtues she embodies will shape the public's perception of the British monarchy for years to come. In the modern age, it is both an immense privilege and an overwhelming duty, but one the people's princess will be groomed for through her compassionate upbringing and elite educational training in service, character, and leadership. Fashion trendsetter. Even as an infant, the tiny princess sparked powerful trend waves that electrified the fashion industry and economy simply by being photographed in adorable outfits and accessories. This phenomenon became dubbed the Charlotte effect, wherein anything from sweaters to shoes to hair ribbons worn by Charlotte would instantly sell out worldwide within hours after her public appearances. The Charlotte effect demonstrated the incredible influencing power of both royalty and social media combined in today's digital age. As fans and parents urgently bought the same clothes to dress their own children just like the princess, it propelled little-known brands and boutiques into overnight success and fueled international demand in unprecedented ways. Despite her Tot's glamorous wardrobe including luxury labels like Gucci, Charlotte's effortless trademark look has also made traditionally prim and proper children's styles popular again. From smock dresses and Mary Jane shoes to classic double-breasted coats, young girls once again want to dress like a princess. Thanks to this latest generation style muse, the real deal in Princess Charlotte. Even into her childhood years now, Charlotte's every fashion choice, from school uniforms to hair accessories to designer purses, is faithfully emulated by her little fans around the world and eagerly anticipated by retailers hoping for their brand to be graced by the next Charlotte effect. Lavish education. Like all royal children, Charlotte is being educated at the finest, most exclusive schools money can buy. She started at the prestigious Wilcox Nursery School in London, which caters to high society families. Now, Charlotte attends the private Lambrook School in Berkshire, where tuition fees cost over $20,000 per year. At Lambrook, she takes unique classes fit for a princess like ballet, horseback riding, public speaking, and etiquette training. In the future, Charlotte will likely go to an elite boarding school like her father and grandfather did. She'll also study subjects like constitutional law, diplomacy, and world affairs to prepare her for her eventual royal duties as an adult. Life of luxury. Princess Charlotte's life is one of true luxury and privilege. She splits her time between gorgeous royal residences like Kensington Palace in London and Amer Hall in the countryside. Charlotte has a wardrobe full of designer clothes and accessories worth tens of thousands of dollars. She has been gifted priceless royal heirlooms like jewelry and tiaras passed down through generations of monarchs. Though she is still very young, Charlotte has driven around in chauffeured luxury cars and travels on private planes and trains just for the royal family's use. From her toys to her clothes to her vacations, Charlotte experiences the absolute highest levels of luxury and wealth. Loving family. Despite all her family's riches, Charlotte is raised to be a normal, grounded kid who has a strong bond with her parents and siblings. She adores her older brother Prince George and her little brother Prince Louis. You can often see the three kids laughing, playing, and getting into mischief together at royal events. Charlotte's grandfather Prince Charles has a soft spot for her too. Though Charlotte is from the most famous family in Britain, at her core she is simply a happy, loved little girl, a princess in the most magical sense of the word. Wasn't that incredible? Princess Charlotte's life is a real-life fairy tale full of crowns, castles, and unimaginable riches. Yet her parents work hard to keep her humble and surrounded by a loving family. While Charlotte's childhood is truly fit for royalty, it's heartwarming to see her acting like any other silly, smiley kid when the cameras are off. She's one princess who seems to have it all: wealth, luxury, and most importantly, unconditional love from those around her. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.